Hi guys, Andrew here from Two Asian Cubers, and I'm going to be doing a review of the Alpha CC. This came out recently. I bought the last one on iCubeMart. It's a fairly nice puzzle. It came lubed. It is basically the opposite of the Dian Guhong. It's super clicky. Fast like the Dian Guhong, but to be honest, it does not cut as good as the Dian Guhong. So here is 45, and you kind of have to work at it twice before it cuts at 45. And for reverse cutting, it can cut half a QB relatively easily, and any more than that, it starts to lock up. As you can tell, just by spinning one layer, super clicky and loud. So if you like to go unnoticed in public when you're cubing, you probably don't want this puzzle. Whereas compared to the Dian Guhong, when you spin a layer, it's fairly silent. And also, you can really tell when you're doing, for example, algorithms or simply the sexy move on this puzzle. So and on the Dian Guhong, so you can tell, yeah, this cube is pretty loud. For some reason, on the sexy move, it tends to lock up a lot, but I haven't really experienced any of this locking when actually solving with this puzzle. Naturally, I like white cubes better, but my times have been slightly better with the Alpha CC as compared with the Lubix Guhong. I've had this for, I believe, 4 months now, and I've used it a lot. It's been broken in really well, but the Alpha CC can compete with it. It just kind of depends on your preferences, whether or not you like a smooth or clicky cube. Also, there's a really big weight difference. The Alpha CC is almost completely hollow. Whoops. So if you take a look inside, these edge pieces are extremely hollow. They are cut out almost everywhere to reduce the amount of plastic that's on them. And also they have these little channels right here that the corners go into. So they slide along those channels. These channels are actually removable, and according to iCubeMart, they removed these from the puzzle. So for some reason, mine came with 2 of these. So yeah, I only have 2 edge pieces with these in. I'm kind of disappointed and mad that only 2 were sent to me. I expect to receive a full cube when I buy a puzzle, and I was only sent a third of my puzzle, I guess. I'll disassemble the puzzle farther so you can see the insides. So you can see all that fancy stuff. And oh, one more thing. With the edge, this track right here is supposed to work kind of like the Dian Zanchi, which is supposed to come out soon. Basically, it's supposed to help the cubes stay together when you're trying to cut ridiculous amounts. And yeah, wait a sec, let me get this back together so I can concentrate on talking. Sorry. Okay, one thing that I would like to note is that this cube locks up kind of randomly, and it also pops kind of randomly. I've never had it really pop during solves. It pops about as frequently as my Guhong during a solve, but for example, when I'm doing my UA or UB perm, I use S turns in mine. Sometimes it'll have a weird pop where an edge will turn out sideways and it'll sit in the cube practically like this in the cube. I can't really replicate it right now, but yeah, that's what it does sometimes. Other than that, it's a really great cube. It came with a white bag similar to the Ghost Hand bag. I don't have it with me right now, but if you've ever seen like a Ghost Hand bag, it came in that, and it also came with a tool that fits in here to take out the caps. So yeah, that was my review of the Diane Zenshi. Thanks for watching. This was Andrew from Two Asian Cubers. Oh, I forgot to add one last thing. The prototype version, what happened a lot was that the corners were turning a lot when people finger trick the layers. So I'm glad to say that they added plastic right here on the edge, right there on the edge, which doesn't allow as much movement for the corner to turn up because there's no more hollow space in there. So before, a lot of the time, cubies would get stuck like this on the cube with the corners of the corner stuck inside the holes of the cubie, and now that isn't really a problem. I do have to say though that I still occasionally, not very often, but occasionally I will have the problem where I'll accidentally turn the corner when I'm speed solving it. It happens very, very rarely, so I won't worry about it. But yeah, forgot to mention that when I was making my review.